Looking for somewhere exciting to dine that offers a VIP experience? My next guest knows just the place for you. Joining us is Vice President of Sales and Programming, Bridget Bitza. Well, Bridget, you've got to tell me, I love dining, fine, all of the above. Tell me about this.
So this is at Bixby's restaurant at the Missouri History Museum, and we normally have daily lunch service and we have brunch service every Sunday, but we're not really open in the evenings except for special events. So we're actually hosting a special Dining Through the Archives. Our second one is this coming Wednesday, and we have another one in November where we're just teaming up and partnering with the History Museum and making a dining experience where you enjoy Bixby's food and kind of little fun tidbits from the archives at the Missouri History Museum.
Well, here's what's interesting. You go to the History Museum, and you stop and get a bite to eat, but you never really think of combining history and food, and that's exactly what this is doing.
Exactly what we're doing. So we're partnering with, as well as with Urban Chestnut, so they're going to bring in some kind of, beer seasonal pairing with our food that is going to be inspired from German restaurants of St. Louis past that are no longer here. And then the Missouri History Museum is bringing in their archives that are kind of showcasing those restaurants from St. Louis past.
So wait a minute, you can sit down and enjoy a meal that educates you because the meal itself is history because they're bringing recipes the way they would have been eaten years ago. And you're learning about that, but while you're eating, there's also someone telling you the history of the meal, the restaurant, and what's going on, how it relates, ties it all together for you?
It's a perfect pairing and marrying of food and history. So.
Wow. Yeah. Well, what's some of the food that we'll enjoy that maybe we wouldn't find in a restaurant today?
All right. So it's actually going to be 4 courses. The first one is always a surprise course, so I won't give that away. But we'll also be doing a Brussels sprout gratin, a pork and apple strudel, and then a flourless chocolate cake.
Gratin. Even somebody who doesn't like Brussels sprouts has to love gratin. I'm sure that's going to be really good.
And we're really excited
about it. Well, wait a minute. You said pork and apple strudel. So is that dessert or is that
No, so that's going to be your entree. It's kind of our chef's really fun twist on food. So you normally just see the traditional apple cinnamon streusel. Well, this time he's adding pork to it, keeping it German, but it's going to be your entree.
It doesn't even make, it's like wildly confusing, but really exciting.
Good, yeah.
I think I want to do this. All right, so when is this again?
So it's this Wednesday, and then we have another one coming up in November, and that'll be inspired by presidential visits to St. Louis.
Ooh, can you give us a hint about that one?
We know we're going to be pairing it with wines, but we're still developing the menus. We're going through the archives as we speak.
So when that one occurs, they'll take archives of the president's visits to the St. Louis area.
All past presidents.
And so the food that the presidents would have enjoyed on their visits, they will. So we could go way back to like 1800s and
we could keep going back. Like the museum is really just pulling out all of they used to, actually print and plan very special menus for presidents. And so we're going to be going through all of those, picking the exact menus out.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So you're not just walking through the museum, you're sitting and enjoying an entire historical experience in modern day. Wow. Yeah. That's pretty exciting. Yeah. All right, so how do people get tickets or what do they need to do?
So they can go online at bixbys-mohistory.com or they can call us directly or just stop in at the hostess stand and make the reservation.
Wow. All right, so again, the dates are October?
So this Wednesday,
4th.
October 4th, and then November 1st.
And this one is the one that's titled?
This one is the past German restaurants.
Okay.
Dining Through the Archives.
And that, what's really neat is that there are so many different cultures that make up St. Louis. Exactly. And this one just focuses on the German heritage. And I'm sure that if we watch down the road, we'll get other...
Exactly. We'll touch base on all the different little communities that really make up St. Louis.
All right. So this is in Forest Park.
Forest Park.
In the History Museum.
2nd floor.
At the restaurant Bixby's. Yeah. Great. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm like hungry now all of a sudden. I don't know why. Suddenly I'm hungry. Dining Through the Archives presents Bixby's Biergarten, a tribute to St. Louis German restaurants of the past, taking place October 4th, and From Rivers to Rails, celebrating dining on steamboats and steam engines on November the 1st. For more information, visit Bixby's-mohistory.com. Stay with us at STL Live. There's more right after this.